Upriver, the Virgin continues its carving. The canyon walls close in, and sunlight narrows to slender beams. These vertical walls inspired the southern Paiute to call this place Mukuntuweap, meaning steep canyon. For those who travel Zion's century-old trails, they'll find these walls imbued with stories, traditions, and spiritual beliefs of those who have called it home for countless generations. These rock layers represent 150 million years of Earth's history. Like pages in a book, the layers can be read. They speak of tropical oceans, coastal sand dunes, and deserts rivaling the Sahara. The white tips of the Navajo sandstone harken back to the time of the dinosaurs. From space, satellites pick up the ancient striated stone. Chiseled out by the Virgin River, the park forms the western edge of the massive Colorado Plateau. Red sandstone highlights the elevated expanse. President Woodrow Wilson designated Zion as Utah's first national park in 1919, the same year as Arizona's Grand Canyon. To truly see the white tips of the Navajo sandstone as the eagles do, one must leave the comfort of the canyon floor and begin the climb. Moving from the 150 million year history written in the stone to the heart-pounding reality of the narrow fins and steep switchbacks ahead. We're trading the stories of the Virgin River for boots on the ground. It is time to face the park's most iconic and vertiginous challenge. Today, we ascend the legendary Angel's Landing. Long ago, it was said that this summit was so remote, so impossibly high, that only an angel could ever land there. For a century, that legend has pulled hikers away from the safety of the canyon floor and toward the sky. A slim spine of sandstone just a few feet wide. To your left and to your right, the world simply ends. But as the earth begins to narrow, the beauty of Zion reveals its teeth. As the trail narrows, you aren't just walking anymore. You're part of the mountain. You find yourself reaching for the heavy chains, feeling the cold steel against your palms. A lifeline bolted into a cliff that has stood for millions of years. Looking down, the massive tour buses in the canyon below look like tiny toys, and the Virgin River is nothing more than a silver thread in the distance. This isn't just a hike. It's a test of what you're made of. It's about blocking out the wind, ignoring the shaking in your knees, and focusing only on the next 3 feet in front of you. Out here, there are no distractions, just you, the rock, and the sky. High above the steep canyon walls, the masters of the Utah sky are watching. The California Condor, a bird that nearly vanished from the earth, now claims these peaks as its own. With a wingspan that can reach nearly 10 feet, seeing one launch from a gnarled pine and catch a thermal is like watching a prehistoric giant reclaim the air. But the giants aren't the only ones here. Along the narrow ledges, you might spot the desert Bighorn sheep. These gravity-defying athletes move across near vertical walls with a grace that puts even the best human climbers to shame. And then there are the smaller residents. At the rest stops and along the chains, rock squirrels dart between the shadows. They've become famous for their bravery, often approaching hikers with twitching noses and curious eyes. These animals are a reminder that Zion is a living, breathing masterpiece. Leaving the wildlife and the rest stops behind, you push through the final few feet of the climb. Your legs are heavy. Your hands are tired from gripping the chains.
So we made it to the top. Yeah, a little bit more to go. And it's still cold up here.
Up here, the world is quiet. The wind brushes past you, and as you look out over the edge, where sunlight narrows to slender beams, are now far below your feet. You aren't just looking at Earth's history. You are standing on top of it.